Okay, welcome back to our third video in this series. And what we're going to do today is we're actually going to do something that's very common in administration and just setting up users. That's what our objective is today. I'll give you a couple of tips and some other configurations other than just creating users. So let's jump into our virtual machine. We're back here. Just in case you lose the direction, you just go to Windows and Server Manager, and that'll magically appear. Go to Tools, and look, there's a couple of ways to do this. There is the Active Directory Administration Center and Active Directory Users Computers. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, which is Active Directory Users and Computers. To me, this is far easier. It's much more visual. It's more intuitive. However, if there is a requirement or a need, please just comment and tell me, Harry, how do I do Active Directory Administration Center? And we'll set up a video and we'll show you that way. I personally just don't use it. I'm not used to it. I don't see the benefit in it. If it's not broke, don't fix it, kind of thing. But we'll do it the old-fashioned way for this particular video. Active Directory Users and Computers. And now. This is it. This is where we're going to do a lot of configuration. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we will expand here, harry.com domain. You'll notice some organizational units look like that. So it's like a container, like a folder with something inside it. Looks like a database of some sort. So really quickly, I'm going to just right click this. Set up a new organizational unit. I'm going to call it sales. Click OK, and then we'll right click that, click on new, and we'll click on a new user. I'll write my favorite character of all time, Luke Skywalker. Skywalker, who I was really happy to see was in the new Boba Fett series, and also Mandalorian, so I was just like, really made my year actually. Good old Luke Skywalker. Okay, so I'm going to create a username. Remember, please don't make mistakes when you do this in a production environment, because if you do, you will have to delete this object and start again. So make sure you get this right. If you get a ticket or you're doing a job where you have to create users, get this right the first time. Click on next. Password, put a password as you like. User, take that off. User must change password. You can have it if you like, but I'm in lab environment, it's annoying. Password never expires. It says account is disabled. That would be wise in production environment. If you've been asked to set up a user, and that's like on a Friday, and that user starting on Monday, make sure this is disabled, because you don't want this going live over the weekend when the user's not going to use it. We want to reduce the attack area, the surface area for hackers. The likeliness of a hacker getting this account like in 2 days is very unlikely. Now remember, you might get everything right 99% of the time in cybersecurity, but hackers only need that 1%. So disable it. Just get into habit of disabling it. It's not going to hurt you. It's one extra, so 2 seconds to re-enable it. It's a good idea to do this. It's just personal opinion. So now there's a little down button, which means it's disabled. So what we can do is we right click it and just enable account. So Luke Skywalker is in the sales organizational unit, and so if we created now we can create a group. We want to group Luke. We'll put Luke into a group so we can sort of put so like within our organization units. We might have a Melbourne team or a Sydney team or a New York team or whatever. It doesn't really matter. So we'll say the Melbourne team, or look, even better still, say We'll say sales folder access group. Okay, we'll go to, okay, now here it says a security type. With group scope, it's a bit advanced for now, discussing that. But group type is important. We want to make sure it's security. Because if it's a distribution group, that means that that's going to be like an email group. That we can email sales folder access group at harry.com, for example. We can email the people that's in this group if we have Exchange. So, but let's do that, okay? And that's all there is to it, to creating a user account. If we right click, we can reset password there. We can disable the account. Word of caution, if you delete this account here, it's gone for good unless we have kind of like a recycle in place. But my advice is to disable the account. By disabling it, Luke won't be able to get in. It's just locked. Okay. Don't delete it if you can. It's a nightmare to bring that back if you don't have some sort of recycle backup. Okay, so I'm going to enable account, and really it's only like a 6-minute lesson, but that's all there is to it in creating a user account. Again, if there's anything about this that you'd like me to go over again, or perhaps you have a question, please just submit a comment in the comment a question. I'll be delighted to answer that and get back to you really shortly. So yeah, for now we'll leave it at that. Our next lesson, we're actually going to we're going to set up another domain controller in this network, and we're going to talk about a little bit in this tutorial. The next tutorial, we're going to talk a little bit about disaster recovery and high availability in the same video. The reason we do that is because adding a second domain controller to the domain is a bit of high available. We want to make the domain controller highly available. So this is where it fits into that. So we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Again, remember, if any questions, just in the comments, ask me anything you like. All right, thank you. We'll see you next time.